Hello everyone, happy Sunday and welcome to tonight's stream where we are back in the altars for maybe the final episode. It's going to depend on if we have to roll back or not. We're kind of on a tight schedule and we don't know how much left is going to happen. So we might not have enough time to do everything in the 2 days that we have before the sun catches up. I don't know. You can see in the very bottom right, we have 2 days until the sun catches up to us. So we got to finish that out. Unfortunately, the last stream did kind of die. I completely lost internet at the end of it, but we didn't miss much. Thankfully, if you look at the top left, the direction is to gather the altars in the kitchen in the morning, aka now. So it was like 3 p.m. in the day yesterday. Well, like, you know, in the game yesterday when we finished everything. So I just did some workshop resource stuff and then went to bed. And so here we are. We didn't miss any story things or anything crazy. So that worked out perfectly. Let me say hello to everybody. And then we are going to unpause and go gather the Jans in the kitchen and see if we can make our way out of this in less than 2 days. It's all going to come down to resources. And I hope we can do it. All right, let's see. Kevin, Bryn, Marisol, Christy, Lily, Wander, Archer, Sarah, welcome. It is good to see everyone. You guys look like you all had good weekend plans. I had a really chill weekend this weekend. I did a ton on my diamond art project. I'm almost done with it. So now it's like I'm almost done. And so the push to the end, I did a little gaming. I started a Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough again, just for the heck of it, to ride around on my horse. So did a little bit of that. That was pretty much it. Some errands, you know, the normal chores and stuff, but a nice chill weekend. It was fantastic. All right, let's see. Apparently the miner was hanging out in the communication room. Let's go up to the kitchen. Do I have to do something? Oh yeah, okay. Eat a talk. Gather them up.
Okay, team. We made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land. Hell yeah!
I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible.
Cheers to us, huh? But it's not over yet. There's 2 things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Maxwell, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship. You can't be serious. Why the hell are we supposed to hide? Are we a threat to anybody? That's ridiculous. What are we? Your embarrassing cargo now?
All right. And what about the other thing?
Okay, here comes problem number 2. I learned some disturbing things about Maxwell's experiments, and I'm not sure we can trust him to stick to his word and keep you safe from harm. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the Rupidium on board. Ally Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety.
Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed? Are you willing to confront a military unit?
Armed? Why didn't we know about this?
Let's go with hopefully not fighting, because I don't think we can take on a military contingent.
I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this.
Look, we're a team. We'll think of something, right? We could sneak up on them. Use the element of surprise. They don't know what to expect out here.
Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage. Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. that's the procedure, and they will have to follow it.
Ooh, hiding outside and locking them in seems like a good idea.
Okay, so maybe we could hide outside, wait until they enter the base, and lock them in somehow.
And what next?
What do you think? Get the fuck out of here. What? And just leave them?
Locking them inside the base and taking off without them would be a death sentence.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
But before they die, they'd have enough time to contact Earth and warn everybody.
I didn't think about that part.
Really considering going to war with them? I'd say there's a much safer way to handle it. Such as, we could blow up the base with a rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare.
Oh no. Blow them up? I love how, well, I guess, you know what, I was about to say, I love how they got so mad about us killing one person to save everybody, but now we're talking about killing an entire team of people. But then I realized that these are the people that didn't care that we did that. These are the people that stayed even though we killed someone, so maybe it's not that crazy that they don't care about potentially murdering a whole group. Should we say there's another way, or do we blow everyone up? I can't think of a scenario where they don't die, unfortunately. I mean, lock them up on their own ship and then release them when we get home after we run away? Could we even manage that? I'm thinking we're in them or us territory at this point, because I can't see a way that we'd get them back. Do we have things to blow them up with? Honestly, that's probably where we're going to die here on a resource issue. I'm going to be shocked if I don't have to roll back, which I'm a tiny, tiny bit bitter about. This is one of those regret your past choices moments. I did Google it. I avoided spoilers despite Googling it for the most part, which is good. But I wanted to know if there was ever a chance that the technician would have rejoined, that any of them would have come back. Because I screwed up my timeline by focusing so heavily on finding and providing resources to the rebels, because I was hoping they'd come back. Like, I wanted that to be the outcome, but it was not obviously the outcome. So I looked it up, and that was never going to happen. We had no chance of ever getting them to come back. So I regret the amount of time and resources that I spent on that. I mean, we got the achievement for doing it, so that's all well and good, but we'd be in a better position now if we hadn't done that. If we would just left them to their own devices, we would be in a better position right now. Interestingly, the teeny tiny spoiler that I did get is if we had given them corporate brain chips, they might have come back. That was not an immediate, end of the story for them. There's a chance that we could have gotten them to come back if we had given them corporate brain chips. So, I still, I'm glad we did it that way, but I wish I had timed it a little bit differently. In my mind at the time, I thought we had plenty of time, because until we triggered the main story by building the beacon, time would just kind of chill on its own. That seemed what happens in Act 2, but I didn't count on the fact that time was going to progress one way or the other, and I just wasted too much of it running around trying to get to them. So, I'm going to say it's brutal, but it's either them or us on this one.
It's brutal, but it's either them or us. We shouldn't hold back, not now. Explosives are reliable. And he's right. They're not hard to make. Listen to yourselves. Every one of us has experienced the death of a loved one. Those people, because they are people, they probably have families, children, maybe, and you just want to blow them up?
Of course, we could look for a non-violent option, one that would spare their lives.
What are you talking about?
We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them, like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it, devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you.
Gas mask?
A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that.
It's too risky. What if you get caught? I say we take the risk. We've done impossible things before, and we can do it now. But killing? That would be new. And I don't think I want to find out how it feels to have blood on my hands. The sun is not going to wait for us. We need to be ready.
Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something. If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision. The success of the mission.
If there's a non-lethal option, I feel like we should probably take that. However, that means researching and producing, or like, I guess researching a suit change. We're gonna need some type of suit upgrade, and we're gonna need to craft whatever this gas is. I'm thinking maybe we try to go that route, not blowing them up. We could do two different things like we did the last time with Act 2, because I'm fairly certain we're gonna have to roll back. I should have more confidence in this, but I just don't think we have time.
No. Your safety is what matters most to me.
And you have our loyalty.
Okay. Whatever you decide, right now we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then?
We'd need to take control of that ship somehow.
Which will probably mean we'll have to craft an autopilot device.
Another thing to craft.
Computer and override the coordinates of our destination.
Let's just fucking get on with it then.
We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board. I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
Yeah, I did. And I figured we should sneak you in with our most precious cargo. Rupidium.
A rupidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
You mean some kind of magic cabinet shit? How about a fake module that's only pretending to be filled with rupidium?
That's it. We need to create a fake rupidium arc. A Trojan horse rupidium arc.
Yeah, I like it. That's settled. Do we have everything?
Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it wherever we want. What next, Jan? You really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety, buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? Suffer the consequences if they catch you?
If we can get rid of the rupidium arc to get a fake one, we do have two. I was thinking that too, that if it's just purely resources without having to worry about time, research time, we can drop all kinds of modules off this ship. We can drop the contemplation room, we can drop one of the dormitories, like we can get some resources back that way just from harvesting from the ship as much as we possibly can. How would they know it's... I honestly was expecting one of these plans to be one of the other Jans to pretend to be me. Like when the botanist pretended to be us talking to Lena. Like, are we really the right Jan for this job?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not gonna be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just out of our control. What a mature comment, Jan. I'm proud of you. That's scary, but I guess it's true.
Well, well, well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then we get to work. I second that. Enough talking. We're in this together.
Yes. No time to waste.
Piano Jan would have also abandoned us in the rebellion. That was the other thing that I found when I was looking this up. That if it had come down to it, if we had had the refiner before they rebelled, he would have joined it. We would have lost the botanist, the doctor, and the refiner. We want somebody in the kitchen. We're out of food. We have no cooked meals. We have raw food, but we have no cooked meals. So we're gonna put the refiner in the kitchen. Just put the miner on the metal outpost, and we will put the scientist. He can stay there until we have something to research. I'm guessing that we're gonna have something to research here, but let's go activate the beacon. That is step one. The beacon was up here, I think. There is no way to avoid the rebellion. No matter what we chose, the technician would have left. But if we had chosen the corporate brain chips, other alters would have left instead of the doctor, the botanist, and the refiner. We would have lost another couple. I didn't look up which ones, but the actual break off and rebellion is scripted. The technician would have left either way, taking up to 3 alters with him. But if he had, like I said, if we'd gone the other way, we could have potentially brought some of them back. It might be the wording, Brand, that we're confusing, because I'm using rebellion because they call that the rebel camp. But like the break in the team at the end of Act 2 is scripted. There's no way to avoid it. But the little rebellion that game ended us in Act 2, where they like got mad and stabbed me in my sleep, that you can get around. That you can avoid. Because we avoided it on our second try. Okay, so I need to look at the research. First this, then we either need, well, we need both of these. No, not necessarily. Let's look at the productions here. Sleeping gas just needs more organics. We can get that. The explosive charge we can make even easier. So now I guess it comes down to which do we go with? Craft the explosives, craft the sleeping gas. I think we go sleeping gas, if we can. Let's see if we can pull it off. It's gonna come down to timing. Oh yeah, you can only do 2 at a time. I'm like, why can't I choose that one? So what we're gonna do is go in and remove this uphold. Which gives us 144 organics, and then we can come in here, and now we have enough to craft the sleeping gas. So that's good. Let's go do that. Which means we need to go and assign our scientist back to the research lab. We might be able to pull it off. 4-minute research is not that much. It's not that much. And I can probably also, just for the sake of it, let's make a bunch more organics in case we need them. We're still gonna have to craft this thing. So let's put the refiner in the refinery. We're not out of the woods yet. We still have to make it.
I don't say.
Oh, so Raptor never lost. Well, he would have had to lose some. But he might have gone corporate brain chip and got them back. If we had gone corporate brain chip, we could have gotten them back.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Yeah. Okay. So we've made the gas. It's just coming down to the research. We're almost done with the arc sarcophagus thingy. And then we can craft that. There we go. Build our... Oh, we don't even... Okay, good. We have what it takes already. It doesn't take minerals or organics, which are kind of our weak point right now. So we can build the arc sarcophagus and put it right here. Or right here. Or right here. Let's put it off the bathroom. Okay, so now we just need the suit mask and the autopilot device. It's 1 p.m. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, so 4 hours, 5 p.m. In theory, we can do it. We might have to put crunch hours on. That will finish it. So research in the autopilot device will finish instead of be at 5% if we put on crunch hours. So let's do that, and then hopefully he will finish. Let's see. I don't know how much it's worth going out to do, you know? All of our mining thingies are automatic, so there's no point going out. We have more than enough food. I am very curious about how the other ending would have gone. If I ever get around to it, I'll definitely play this again and choose the corporate brain chips, because it's so strange to me that that's the right answer, quote unquote. It's so bizarre to, like, because I automatically, like, as soon as we heard that one, I was like, yep, nope, no way corporate brain chips is the way to go. But apparently that is the better way to do it, because we would have had a full crew instead of this skeleton crew that we're working with now, which is the other reason that a fight would not be the way to go, not with only a few people. Hey, Pi, good to see you. Apparently the rebellion was bugged early and some people never had it trigger while others couldn't move past it. See, but that's two separate things still. The rebellion that caught people up was like the random little rebellion that happens where the crew gets too mad. This split of the crew, because of what choice you make in how to save them, either the tabula rasa kill the guy for his brain or the corporate brain chips to heal their brains, you had to choose one, and no matter what you chose, some people would leave because of it. That's the story script of Act 3. Because Act 3 is completely built around it. They have the rebel base, there's all this stuff that's done, it's missions in it. Like, that piece is unavoidable. They kind of play into that early in Act 2 and in early Act 3. Well, no, he leaves in Act 3. So throughout Act 2, there's the whole storyline about how the technician hates you no matter what. They really play into the fact that the technician just doesn't like you. He's mad that he was created, and so it doesn't matter what you choose, he's mad either way. And I think that's their way of making it so he breaks off no matter what, and then it's just whichever choice you make, different alters agree with him or not. But it is, like, they really... they paid attention to that. There's always that one that's going to hate you no matter what you do. And it was the technician for us. Unfortunately. I'm really just standing here waiting for the research. There's nothing else to explore. There's nothing worth doing. We have another minute and a half on this. And then we're gonna have to craft it. Yeah, the scientist never leaves because the scientist is the only one that can do the research. If you lose the botanist, the doctor, and the refiner, if you choose what we did, if we choose the brain harvesting, you lose the botanist, the doctor, and the refiner. So I would guess that if you chose brain chips based on their personalities, you'd probably lose the miner. And we don't have the other one, so I can't really tell. But I would assume, like, the guard, the worker. It can only be up to 4. But I think that it just would have been a completely different random group. The thing I'm most curious about is if the amount of resources they steal is always consistent. I think the botanist was our biggest hit. We were really good on food because the botanist got such a good bonus in the greenhouse and the doctor got a good bonus in the kitchen. And then food kind of really messed me up. Even though we had a smaller crew, food was a struggle. So I wonder what would have been a problem if we'd lost some of the other ones. The miner has a good bonus for metals, but once there's auto mining, it doesn't seem as necessary. The doctor was strangely useless. We never really had to put anyone in the contemplation room either, so I can't imagine that the guard or the psychiatrist would have been much help either. Like, there was that little section where the miner was kind of having a crisis and we had to put him in there. But other than that little event, nobody ever got mad enough to require it. We never had to put anyone
Soon I'll be going outside with
in.
just a t-shirt on.
All right, so now we have to craft the auto pilot device. Ah, perfect. We can do that too. But I still have to select. That's right, because we have to do it. We have to select this suit mask upgrade. That will have to be done tomorrow. Oh, he's still working on this even though he's not standing here. I'm like, wait, why can't I do it? Even though he's not standing here, the work is still being done. The only illness they get is radiation sickness, so I guess maybe if we had them on... Oh no! He's fainted in the medium storage? Which one? All the way at the bottom. What happened to you?
What's going on? Oh, what's the sleeping gas?
Uh-oh. Okay. That a bad sign? I know, right? We mentioned the doctor being useless, so now we have a medical issue. Like, Minor Jan is gonna get some radiation because we have him on crunch hours, so he's gonna be working later than normal, which is gonna put him outside during night radiation. We rushed Act 2 a bit because I had to roll back and start over. There was that whole section we didn't explore, and I firmly believe now that we're this far that that's where we would have found the last qubit chip. And that's what would have let us create the others. Because right now we had no chance. Like, I can't make the rest of the altars. Our crew is stuck this small. Because somewhere along the line, I missed a qubit chip. And there was that section of Act 2 where the trees were that we never managed to get to. We ran out of time on our second roll of Act 2. I mean, we didn't make it in the first roll either, but I feel like we were pushing more for it the first time. I knew we were missing something there, but it didn't occur to me that it would be the qubit chip. But this game does seem to be a lot of, like, 2 bad choices. There's no good choice. There's just 2 bad choices. I really could be doing something. Let's work in the greenhouse. We don't need it, but we might as well do something. Oh, there's nothing queued up. That's right, because we don't want to queue anything up because we don't have a lot of organics. Let's go to the refinery. And we will queue up just some more organics. All right. All right, we crafted the autopilot device, so that is done. We just have to finish the suit mask research, which is 8 seconds left. So he'll have that done first thing tomorrow. Let's go sleep. I know, right? Everyone to the bathroom. We need organics. The auto miners are great because we were able to still get in materials even though no one really left. Okay, now we're stuck until like 9 a.m. when work starts. 23 hours until sunrise. We might still not make it because I'm wondering if, like, we're gonna get all these final preparations done, but it's so sad that if we get all of these preparations done and the answer, like the final step is that they come the next day, we're done. We'll have missed it by 1 day. So I'm hoping that that's not the case. I just need something to work on to pass the time. That's my fear, is that we're going to do this and then it's going to be like, okay, they'll be here tomorrow. And we will have missed it by, not even missed it by 1 day, missed it by 8 seconds. Because if we had finished...
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Yeah, go ahead. If we had finished this research last night, then I could have made this suit mask upgrade last night, which might have triggered the rescue today. So we missed it by 8 seconds, which was my fault because I forgot that I didn't have the third one already queued up. So if I had gone in there immediately and queued up that third research so it rolled right to it without there being a gap in time there, we would have made it. Which means if we don't make it, I might only roll back to yesterday, day 83, and try to get all the research done and see if that actually works. Thankfully, resources didn't end up being as big of an issue as I was afraid it was going to be. We were able to craft all these things.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
When ready, proceed at the base navigation console. Yeah, sure. We sure want to start the journey. You still have some unfinished business. The refiner won't get the dumbbells. Okay, yeah, go ahead. This is a point of no return. Make sure you have prepared everything you wanted before proceeding. Okay, yep, we have everything. Hey, DJ, good to see you. We just got the achievement for time to go home. It's the final day, literally. Last goodbye. Say goodbye to the scientist. They're in the dormitory. I can't talk to them. Are we all oh, they're going in here. Okay. That makes sense. They're going into the thingy.
So, wish me luck. Good luck, man. Even if we don't make it, the time I spent in this space is worth more than the whole life I remember. You gave me back my self-confidence. Well, you should know, I learned a lot from you too. Yeah, I know. What a jerk you could have become. How much I can really endure, right? We both know that we don't have to be strong. We can be good with what we have, and with what we feel. Good words for a new beginning. Yeah. Let's hope we get to see one.
Oh, it actually shows them being in the pods.
Thanks for sticking around, buddy. Of course. So, you think we're gonna make it? I mean, get out of this on our own terms? All I can promise you is that I'll do my best to make sure of it. I know you will. If anything happens, remember to take good care of yourself. You owe it to all of us. And stay positive.
I wonder how many pods... Like, do you think we would have needed a second one of these sarcophaguses? Because there's only 3 pods here, and we could have had... In theory, we could have had all of them. I don't know if the technician ever would have come back, but the ones that left with him could have. It is possible to have every single altar. There's an achievement for it.
Time to get comfortable in the sarcophagus.
Yes. It's a shame we're leaving. I feel there's more I could have discovered.
I know. I wish I could have given you more of my time.
No, you don't. You were the best man for this mission, remember? So you did what you had to do. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah. Right.
See you on the other side, Jan.
Answer the call from Earth. Okay. Communication room. Maxwell.
Jan, how are preparations? Is everything ready?
I'm ready.
And your altars? Are they well hidden?
Can I be sure you'll keep your part of the deal? I've talked to Lucas about your experiments. He got all sweaty. You haven't told me everything, have you?
No escaping my mistakes, it seems. Yes, I admit, unfortunate things happened. Very unfortunate. And I regret them deeply. I didn't want anyone to suffer, but it happened. I can't turn back the clock. All I can do, all we can do, is make sure this tragedy doesn't go to waste. We're so close to changing everything for the better. You can't let me down now.
You? What about my altars?
Your altars? I know you've grown close, but you need to think rationally. You know you can't give them a normal life on Earth. You'll never be able to do that. What you can do is make their existence really matter. Not just for you personally, but for a much bigger purpose. That's something we can only do together, you and me. Please, just think about it. Don't let emotions get the better of you.
I don't want him to know that we don't agree with him, so I'm going to say that we agree with him, but we really don't. But I don't want to make him suspicious before we steal his ship.
It's brutal, but deep down, I'm afraid you might be right. I wasn't thinking much about their future when I was creating them.
But you can sense what a transgressive act it was, and you feel the responsibility for it. Deep down, you know what's the most reasonable thing to do, and safest for you.
For me?
Yes. You are aware that if we don't follow this through as planned, I will have to disclose everything to the corporation?
What? No, why?
Because it would be the truth. About you. Using my knowledge against my intentions, taking advantage of my trust to break the law and do something inexplicable for purely selfish reasons. You'd spend a lifetime in jail.
Wow.
Be stigmatized by society. And as for your alters, well, like I said, they have no future anyway.
Wow, he's really setting this up to throw us under the bus. Because that phrasing, he's the one that told us to do this. And that this was the way to go and that everything was fine. And now he's like, oh, I'll tell him the truth that you took advantage of me and didn't listen and whatever. Just go with, it's a lot to think about. Exactly, we're his scapegoat.
I guess that's a lot to think about.
Of course. I understand it would be hard for you to let go of your alters, after all you've been through together. But you need to remember one thing. Whatever promises you made to them, remember, Jan, they are merely quantum simulations of your mind, draped in mortal human flesh. You owe them nothing. So I advise you to think this through very carefully. One false move, and you can destroy everything you've struggled for. Or you can come back safely and live your life as you want, a free man. All you need to do is simply smuggle your alters on board the ship as you were told to, and nothing else. Don't overthink it. Do the right thing.
This has vibes that he's going to kill us anyway. Like, does anyone really think that we would get to go back to our normal life on Earth? Knowing what we know? Knowing that our alters exist? He's not going to let us live either. He has no intention of letting us live. I stand by that. I stand by that decision. I will say, we're not going to choose it, but I am curious what the outcome is if you betray them. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know what happens, but we're not going to choose that. But if this does work, if by some miracle we don't have to roll back and this actually works, I might roll back anyway and then betray them just to see what happens. For science. Because we all know the right choice is not to betray them.
This is it. Thanks. For saving my life. Being a home for me. For us.
Yep, they look very military-like. Oh look, the arcs are off. The gas is in our pocket.
Jan Dolski, this is the Allied Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolski. And we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
Why can't we see their faces? That's creepy. It would be like the first time in the entire game we saw a face other than our own face.
What can I tell you? I'm running on empty.
wonder, buddy. It's a miracle you're still alive. Operating that base, getting it to the other side of the planet, collecting rupidium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
All I can say is that I'm a man of many talents.
Humble and honest. I like that. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten. Get that gritty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CB unit. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied corp assets. Okay, let's get that rupidium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for contamination.
Uh-oh. Did we prepare for a scan?
Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Uh-oh.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dolski, did you have a cat that climbed into a rupidium arc or anything?
Uh-oh. This is not gonna go well.
Cat. Not that I know of.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
Let's go. Sorry, I can't hear you. I said that if we had the option, we would choose the ones that were one of our lessons learned. So this would be the vulnerability lesson. So let's choose it, even though I feel like begging them is maybe not the best choice.
Please, officer, the sunrise is coming. And I want to get off this planet alive. Whatever's contaminating that rupidium surely won't harm us. But every minute we linger here just makes my blood run cold.
Yeah.
Sure. You want to quit this joint ASAP. Maybe you're right. There's no time for scrutiny.
What do we do with the readings, sir? You want me to report them?
We'll do that once we're airborne. Just make sure those containers are sealed tight. You'll get a proper checkup when we land. We gotta clear the base and get out of here. On the double now.
They're gonna get on the base and be like, what's with the dormitories? Although maybe not. This base was meant for a large group of people. Like it was meant to have a crew. That was good thinking. And it was true because we are on the last day. At this point, we're like 18 hours away from the sunrise. This is very tense. Plant the sleeping gas. Okay, yeah, we're gonna plant the sleeping gas.
There was nothing.
That's a lot of personal stuff for one guy.
Oh, please, can you focus on more important assets than Dolski's over there? We ain't got all day.
Yes, sir. Head into the research lab and we should be done.
You set up the research lab, huh? What a guy.
We did bring a lot of personal stuff. We had a lot of suitcases.
Come on.
Quantum core secured.
All good on our side, too.
Come on.
All right, let's get the hell out of here before we get fried.
Oh, please. Hurry up.
Big old tire base. It's weird the way these things just move on their own.
How did I end up here? Was this path just a random sequence of events?
The bridge building.
Oh, I know that there's always another way.
Beer pong. Talking Elena.
I made
Research.
my choices.
Oh, that's when they cut open the
Wherever I
brain.
go, they will be a part of me.
Oh, we're back on Earth. Okay. Epilogue. We're in our apartment with one of our pink
Now, on to unrest
suitcases.
in the capital. Expect roadblocks after another street battle broke out over a warehouse of food supplies. It was the third incident of this kind in the last month, with the total number of casualties estimated to exceed
Oh,
200.
Molly.
In reaction to the escalation of violence, activists from People Against Hunger have been protesting on the streets, urging governments and subsidized corporations to speed up investments in developing rubidium-grown crops. But ever since AlliCorp announced the success of its rubidium mining mission, predicting a breakthrough in agriculture and biotechnology, not all experts have been optimistic about how big the impact of those developments could really be.
We don't know how much rubidium they really brought to Earth, but what we do know is that a long time might pass before they manage to bring back more. So, maybe instead of raising people's hopes and boosting share prices, what they should be investing in is securing reliable and abundant sources of rubidium in space.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Interesting.
Hello?
Hey, Jan, it's Sarah. Ready for court? The driver's on his way.
I've been stuck in this apartment for months. I'm excited to go anywhere. Even if it is my own trial.
Always on trial.
Right. Just stick to the version we discussed, okay?
That version in which I'm just a clueless builder.
Correct. As expected, Maxwell is trying to pin it all on you. Hijacking the ship, conducting those branching experiments without informing him. We have to convince the court that it was exactly the other way around, that he made you do all those things. Are you ready to do that?
Of course. I was just doing as I was told.
Good. We have to use the conflict between him and AlliCorp to our advantage.
And the corporation is still on my side.
They'll never admit that they lost control of your mission.
So the strategy to put the blame on Maxwell...
Is consulted with them, yes.
Damn. Why does it feel like I'm selling my soul?
Please, Jan, it's not the best time for moral dilemmas. Keep AlliCorp happy and they will have no interest in complicating your trial. They got rubidium, and they don't want anyone questioning the methods that were used to get it.
So... if I want to play along...
You need to make Maxwell look like a madman.
I mean, I really think that's what he is, so...
maybe that's all he ever was. Okay. So, how did the morning hearings go?
Your mission controller testified, Lucas Pena. Not a good one for us, I'm afraid. He defended Maxwell and said that if it weren't for him, you'd never survive and bring back the rubidium. He undermined your integrity, claiming that instead of having the success of the mission at heart, you were, quote unquote, focusing on your own interests.
My own interest? Man, that's so unfair and he knows it.
We're gonna need to deflect that one somehow.
So we're not talking full acquittal anymore.
Look, like I said, the corporation wants to keep your trial low-key. Play the dummy convincingly, and their lawyers promised me they'll find something to make Pena look bad.
Good. He's Maxwell's accomplice.
Right. Shouldn't be hard to incriminate him.
Anything else I should know?
I reached out to your ex-wife. She agreed to testify in your favor, and against Maxwell.
Really? That's great news.
Yes, being backed by the new head of Rapidium Technologies will definitely score you some points.
Ooh, Lena got a promotion. Do we want to talk to her? We left on a bad note because we didn't choose her method, so she was mad at us. Even if we ask to talk to her, I bet she won't. Let's find out.
Do you think I could talk to her after the trial?
Technically, you could, but I'm afraid she's made it very clear that she'd prefer to stay away from, well, everything that concerns you.
Oh. I see.
Let's practice your testimony.
Yeah, no need to do that. My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can wait. Are you absolutely sure you've got this? Your future depends on it.
I know. Don't worry. I'm ready to face it.
I know, he's standing still on this phone call. It's not believable. A new encrypted message from Jay. Oh, postcards. Even though Lena hates us, she's definitely corporate through and through. Like, she's the corporation. So she, like, it's in her interest to have Maxwell be crazy. We finished the game with Maxwell's Path is the achievement that we got. I don't know. I'm a little sad that the only closure we get on their story is that some postcards, you know? So, like, we know they're alive at least. But I would have loved to have seen a bit. I wonder... I want to load back. The day 85, the final day. And let's see what happens if we don't do anything. We'll skip through the dialogue to make it go faster, I think. But I want to see what happens if we do nothing. Wait, day 85, the sun is far away? Okay, yeah, so we just have to go say bye to them. Mostly I want to see if he still ends up on trial. At this point, I'm trying to see what those alternate, like, ends are. We'd have to go back a lot further to get some real different ones. But I'm curious if if Jan ends up on trial no matter what.
Get comfortable. I know. No. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you... Well, you should... Yeah. Right. We could... Yeah.
We technically don't even know if it played out the way they talked about it, you know? Like, we had an idea of what was going to happen. Get them there, abandon the ship, do the whole thing.
All I can...
But we don't know that that's how it actually worked out. Alright, back to take the phone call. Nope, wrong floor. One more down. I might do this another time with explosives.
Everything ready?
I'm ready.
And your altars? Are they well hidden? Yes, but what the?
I might go back one more day and make the explosives and see how that works out.
So I don't.
This is the ending where we don't do anything, so we technically would be betraying our altars, because we're not going to do the gas. We're just going to get on the rescue ship and do exactly Maxwell's plan.
So, this is it.
And see if Maxwell would have thrown us under the bus anyway.
For saving my life. Being a home for me. For us. Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting you. We couldn't believe how you feel.
Alright.
Look,
Skippy, Skippy, Skippy.
all I can say is
Humble. Get that grit. Let's go retrieve some allied core pass. Okay.
On it, sir. Hey, it's...
Do-do-do-do.
Did you have it?
Let's choose different answers here. Let's say no, because then we have to listen to it. No, we're going to do it anyway. A cat, that's impossible.
what are you talking about? That's impossible.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
Let's go with sorry, can't hear you.
Sorry, but I didn't catch that. I think my radio was broken.
Seriously? The readings show that there's signs of life inside this crate. And it's considerably heavier than the other ones. We can't just ignore it. You might be a hero, Dolski, but you need to cooperate.
So now we have another one of our little lesson ones, which is assertiveness.
I don't think I have to explain myself to you. I've done my job, Commander. Now it's time you do yours. If there is anything wrong with that Ark, I'm sure Allied Corp experts on the ground can take care of it. But everything I've collected must be brought back to Earth.
Okay, Dolski. You win. But whatever's in there, that's on you.
What do we do with the readings, sir? You want me to report them?
We'll do that. Just you'll get a proper check. We gotta clear the
Okay,
base
so
and get
now
out of here.
we've got this.
Heading to secure the quantum core. You guys take a look around.
So this time we're going to do nothing.
On second thoughts, let's just see how this plays out.
So we have betrayed our altars, and we are going to let them be taken by Maxwell. Leave your altars to the mercy of others is the achievement that we just got.
A random sequence of events. Now I know that there's always another way.
I'm gonna skip all this. That part is the same.
People are protesting against the inaction of the government, but also
Skip to the
Hello?
part where we're on the phone call.
John, are you ready?
Oh, it's
Your driver
Peter.
should be there any minute.
You didn't have to send a driver for me. I know how to get to the airport.
Come on, you know you need to keep a low profile. Maxwell was very specific about it when he let you travel back to your place. You're gonna have much more freedom once you get back to us.
Yeah, I know. Low profile.
You didn't contact anybody, did you?
Okay, so here it's Peter, and we are obviously also kind of living under Maxwell's, I don't know, control? A bit? Interesting. Which also does prove my initial point that no matter what, Maxwell wasn't going to let us go back to a normal life. So in the other version, he tried to throw us under the bus. In this version, where we let him have the altars, he's keeping us low profile. We didn't get to go back and have a normal life either.
Who would I contact?
Fine. So, did you manage to pack all the things you wanted from your apartment?
Yeah. Not so many of them, it seems.
Okay then. Now, just so you know, your new passport is ready. Remember to use that one, okay?
Isn't that a bit much? I mean, I'm not a wanted criminal.
It's Maxwell's request. He wants to be on the safe side. That's why he got you a private charter. They're never too meticulous about those. But officially, you're a dead man, right? Ally Corp can never find out that your spacecraft made it back to Earth with Rapidium.
Is Maxwell planning to pretend forever that he doesn't have it?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask him about his plans. He can't wait for you to get back.
Yeah, he just wants me where he can control me.
Who can blame him? His new project is everything to him. Maybe they're not making progress as fast as he wished for, but once they get their hands on more Rapidium, Maxwell's new partners are planning to expand their space mining operations in the course of next year. You really should ask Maxwell in person about the details, though.
In hindsight, I shouldn't have skipped the cutscene on this, because in the other version, it was all news broadcasts about the Rapidium and, you know, Ally Corp having it and all this stuff. I forgot that if Maxwell got it, then technically Ally Corp wouldn't know it even existed on Earth. So I wonder what the news would have been, you know, what that news playing in the background would have been about.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I think it's high time Maxwell fulfilled his promise and let me find out if my altars are safe. He's been taking his time with it.
I talked to him about that. He knows how important it is to you, but he wants to know your motives are pure. If you're fully dedicated to his undertaking.
Dedicated? What's that supposed to mean exactly?
Well, I think he's suggesting you should join them. Become part of the experiment yourself.
What?
Listen, just get on that plane and talk to Maxwell in person about it.
Oh wow, so he wants to put him in the experiment. Which again, fits with what I was saying. Definitely not back to a real life.
Fine. I'll talk to him.
I'm sure Lucas will want to fill you in on a lot of things too. He's settling in at the new office Maxwell prepared for him. Do you want me to set up a meeting between the two of you?
Yeah, first thing. It'll be nice to see him.
Good. He'll be glad. Just got a message from your driver. He's waiting downstairs. You'd better get going, Jan. Get out of that old cramped apartment and embrace your new, exciting life. You ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
No, you're right. He definitely didn't have anything to come back to. But he threw them under the bus and just ended up throwing himself right under it as well. So we have the same encrypted message from Jay. I wonder if that is coming from his altars? Well, it's from his altars, but the ones in Maxwell's experiment, or the ones who are still on that planet? Because presumably the technician and the doctor and the botanist are still on the planet. There is a DLC coming out for this game, and I've been trying to figure out what the DLC could possibly be. Like, how do you add DLC to this? I'm very curious about where that's going to go, like what direction it is. The game had like a deluxe version that you could buy that would already include the DLC that's coming out. I didn't do that because I didn't even know if I was going to like the game. I wasn't going to commit to a DLC that I didn't even know what the DLC would be. But it shows that they are planning one already. Let's go back to day 84. and make explosives.
It's kind of exciting that we're gonna start from scratch. On Earth, I mean. Clean slate.
I think he's probably working on the research, yeah, but we are gonna go craft explosives. Okay. Wasn't there one more thing to research? No, that was all of it. Okay. Plant the explosive charge in the airlock. Okay. And then plant one in the command center. I feel like that would make more sense if these weren't right next to each other. In machinery. And then in the quantum computer. Yeah, out of this whole big ship, all the explosives are going in basically adjacent pieces. Alright, so that's it. Let's go to the console. And see what happens if we kill everybody. We're blowing everybody up. Do they even really have to be in their little sarcophaguses? I went up too high.
Thanks.
Skippity, skippity, skippity.
All I know. If anything. So, wish me you.
Skippy, skippy.
Well, you should. Yeah. Right. We could. Yeah. Time to get comfortable in the sarcophagus. Yes. It's. I know.
Skip,
No.
skip, skip,
Yeah.
skip,
See what-
skip. Okay, call from Earth time. Nope. Almost went to the wrong one again. I think I haven't done this 18 times. Okay, let's do this.
Jan, how are...
I'm gonna keep this conversation. This is the last alternative that we can accomplish
It's.
by only rolling back a day or two. Like, these are all of the Maxwell ending
I get.
endings.
You.
Are these three? We'd have to go all the way back to Act 2 to choose the chips to get the other potential endings. But we're only at
No.
90 minutes.
This is it. Thanks. Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? You... We could... How are you...
Look,
Skip all this.
all I can say is
Humble and better. Get that... Let's go retrieve some Allied core pad. Okay. Let's get that rupidium loaded.
On it. Hey, is Madam
Dolski.
I think after this, we should go back to Act 2. Make
what are you
chips.
talking about? That's
And see
impossible.
which ones decide to leave us. We should be able to accomplish that
Please.
within the rest of the stream.
We gotta clear the base and get out of it.
Skip, skip, skip.
You guys take a look around.
I don't want to skip too much. Are we gonna blow it up? Blow up the base.
Sorry. The road for you.
flames blow up the base. Okay, so we still have to do the...
Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to where we still have the tabular...
Hurry up.
Tabula rasa? Tabula rasa? Tabula rasa? Because apparently you can interact with him. There's achievements that imply that you can actually talk to him, so I think if we make him but then go with the chips, he might wake up. So that's going to be the sweet spot in rolling down. We want to be back to
How did I
right
end up
before we
here?
made the choice.
Was this path just a random sequence of events?
Okay, back in the apartment.
Now on to unrest in the capital. Expect roadblocks after another street battle broke out over a warehouse of food supplies. It was the third incident of this kind.
Okay,
in
so
the
this
last
part's
month.
the same in the news
Total
so
number of
far.
Casualties estimated to exceed 200. In reaction to the escalation of violence, activists from People Against Hunger have been protesting
Poor
on the
Molly.
streets, urging governments and subsidized corporations to speed up investments in developing rubidium-grown crops. But ever since AlliCorp announced the success of its rubidium mining mission, predicting a breakthrough in agriculture
This doesn't
and
change. They still announced the
biotechnology,
success, even though we
not
blew
all
it up.
experts
Whoa.
have been optimistic about how big the impact of those developments could really
Actually, you know what? Maybe this one's the same because...
Hello?
Hey, Jan, it's Sarah.
Okay, so this one's the
Ready for
same.
court? The driver's on his way.
So blowing it up,
I've been
blowing
stuck
it
in this
up
apartment
or
for
going
months.
back,
I'm excited to go anyway.
um,
Even if it
because
is
the
my own
gas,
trial.
either way, we went
Alright.
back
Just
and
stick to the version
didn't
we
bring the
discussed,
ship to
okay?
Maxwell. So this piece of the ending is the same. Nothing's changing here. Hey, John, good to see
That
you.
version in which... Of course.
We'll know if it changes because I'll get to a dialogue choice that I can't choose what I did the last time.
Maybe that...
Not he.
Maybe...
Okay, so people lost their lives and the prosecutor thinks your recklessness might have played a role. But yeah, so it does reference that we killed people.
I'm not responsible for their deaths.
Blaming Maxwell might help you convince the court about that. But I'll be blunt with you. Pena's testimony complicated things for us.
So we're not talking full acquittal anymore.
Look, like I said, the corporation wants to keep your trial low-key. But the prosecutor's his own man. And if he doesn't get clear evidence that you were not involved in the rescue team's deaths, he's gonna press charges.
How much are we talking about?
10 to 15 years confinement. So you really need to be convincing out there today.
Anything else I should know?
I reached out to your ex-wife. She agreed to testify in your favor.
Yeah, so we're
And
facing an
against
extra 10 to
Maxwell.
15 years because we killed them. Which makes sense.
Really? That's great news.
Yes, being backed by the new head of Rubidium Technologies will definitely score you some points.
Sure, whatever. Can we move on?
Let's practice your testimony.
Yeah, no need to do that. My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can wait. Are you absolutely sure you've got this? Your future depends on it.
I know. Don't worry. I'm ready to face it.
Okay, same. I hit the skip thing, so this was more abrupt than last time. It scared me. It scared me. I hope we can go back far enough, actually, now that I think about it. Like, can I go back to Act 2? I can. Okay, so... this was when we assigned them... what were the alternate tasks? Okay, day 51 was decision time. Let's go back to day 51. That's when we told them our decision. Which is pretty far back. We went 51 and then we finished Act 2 on day 60. So a full 9 days later. Oh, but on day 50, wait for the meeting, choose tabula rasa. Attend the meeting in the kitchen, announce your decision. Let's go back to this one. The meeting where we chose tabula rasa. Let's go back this far and not choose it. And we're gonna need 5 chips. This is going to be confusing, figuring out, like, what else we were in the middle of.
Hope you make a decision soon enough, and the right one.
Alright, so we want to make implants, and I need to make 5 of them. We're short on minerals. Okay.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Sure. Actually, no. I want you to go... where is everybody? Okay, so Jan, technicians in the workshop, research, that makes sense. Kitchen has no one, greenhouse, base maintenance. We have broken stuff. The technician should be on base maintenance. And then we're gonna put you, I changed my mind. Yes, you can go to the kitchen. And that was the... who's not assigned to anything. Botanist. And do that. Okay. And then I'm going to go do minerals because we need a lot more. We need a lot more minerals. And we have a minerals outpost right here. It's very odd being back with all of them.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Yeah.
We're out of resources. Should I go there instead?
Yep. Alright, so production 30 per. So we can make 2 more. That'll bring us to 3. I'm gonna stay out in the radiation storm, at least for a bit. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Abort. Abort. Oh yeah, do we have to go back further? I just saw that the clock is ticking. Is Tabula Rasa checked off at the top because we chose him already? Do we have to go back further? What happens if we don't have this meeting? We might have to go back further. Now we only have 22 hours to announce the decision in the kitchen.
The module needs repair. Should I work somewhere else for now?
Sure. Do we have somebody assigned to the workshop? Because I feel like I should do that. Let's put the miner there. And I'm going to head out and go get more. We're so close to the minerals we need to make the last one. This isn't taking us too much time, so if we have to go back and roll back a little bit further, not too big of a deal. Alright, 35.
Okay, I'm done. I can do this now.
Nope, you can make another implant. Bring us to 4.
Would you like me?
Nope, work in the greenhouse. Sure, you can do that. Nope, production. Should have enough for one last chip. Oh. I said the scientist to work in this place where I was actually at, so. Whoops. 12 hours. 6 p.m. Let me get the miner off of this so I can do it. At least when I do it, it passes time. And I'm not just standing around. Okay, so we now have 5 chips. I don't have that as an option anymore. So hopefully I can still do it. If not, we're going to have to go back till...
Okay, people. I wanted to hold this meeting to tell you that, well, we finally might have a cure for your condition. Let's hold off celebrating till we hear it. I just want it to be over. We can use a treatment based on healthy brain tissue. For that purpose, we'd need to use the tabula rasa you've probably all seen occupy a space in the room.
I think we are locked into this.
So, you decided to go down that path. Great! Why don't you just hand us over for experiments already? Don't be so goddamn dramatic.
Let's be rational. Since we already have...
I agree that we should be rational. We are doing it. Oh! Mark... Oh,
Let's...
Shh! Make way for the doctor.
Is he unconscious? It's getting worse. What's your call?
Let's go for Mac.
Good. Keep your...
Okay, yeah, so we were already locked in.
Okay.
Yeah, we were already locked in by this point, so we need to go back even further. Oh, I have to go back to the main menu. Okay, so we need to go back even further. We went back to day 50. We need this one, day 48, where it's still check on tabula rasa in the womb. Let's go back to 48, because at this point we haven't locked into him yet. And I should still be able to make the chips in time. Let's try this.
Hope you make a decision soon enough, and the right one.
We're in the middle of a storm. Great. Okay. The workshop is functioning, so... How many chips can I make? 4. Okay. And can I send somebody out to the minerals thing? They'll probably be in rough shape. Oh, he's still in the contemplation pod. Alright, let's...
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Go where?
Want me to take care of this?
Take care of what?
All done here. Should I help with this now?
No, but I will make the botanist do that. The greenhouse can be the botanist. And then... I'm not going to send them out. Okay, we have 6 hours left on this storm. Let's go... Let's have a movie night when everyone still likes me. Last time we lost our chance. Okay, now there's only 2 hours. Let's go to sleep. Nope, went down too far. I know, I'm also pretty sad about the miner leaving this time. In the morning, we just have to get 27 minerals, and then we can craft our last chip, and then we can see... Okay, so this is when it triggers the sun being closer. Let's go straight out and get that 27 mineral. I really just want to see how this plays out. Like, we're not going to play all the way to the end on this method. I just want to see how they react to it and who leaves. Let's go back. And make one last implant. Oh, first we have to make the radiation filter. Okay. Okay, so give implants to the scientist. Where's the scientist? He's in the research lab, which is here. Oh, there you are. This is what we need. We need to be at this part.
Hey, so... I'm guessing you received instructions from Lena about an alternative solution to our problem. I want you to know that I have those implants ready. A nanoparticle treatment, yes, that's smart. But the device itself, highly questionable. It would mean exposing us to Ally Corp. I won't lie to you. Yes, I see. Of course, they'd have to find out about it sooner or later, right? But this? Look, I can clearly see why Lena tucked you into this. She has no idea what's going on here. We're just an abstract problem for her. But on an empirical level, I'm not so sure it's a good idea.
Me neither. That's why we didn't choose it.
Honestly, I have doubts too. Understandably so. We'd be giving them access to our brains. And I'm not really keen on doing that, especially considering we have other options. What if it concerned you? Would you inject a tracking device for convicts into your own brain?
No.
If the only other way was to sacrifice another being, yes, I'd be willing to take the risk. Very noble. But it's a choice you can only make for yourself, not for others. So, you think we should go ahead with Tabula Rasa? All I'm saying is that you should decide responsibly, with the potential consequences for all of us in mind. I'm pretty sure I want to go ahead with these implants.
Your conviction is rash, but I'm putting the mission first. So, if it really is your final decision, I'll follow through. You should be prepared to face less civilized reactions than mine, though.
Leave that to me.
Still, I won't be able to start the treatment at once. I'm not an expert on nanoparticle meds, but I do know we need to give the healing agent time to mature before it can be used.
How much time?
3 days, according to the instructions from Lena. But we can't linger more than that. Once it's ready, we'll need to call a meeting and communicate your decision to everybody.
Okay, good. Let's go for it then.
3 days. Okay. All right. So now we have to construct these towers. What's that going to take? 160 minerals each. Okay, well, that's a lot.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Yes.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
Also yes.
Another lovely day.
The miner is in the contemplation room. I think we need to assign him somewhere else. Where is the metals outpost? Let's put the miner there. He's ready to talk to us, so I think he's ready to be out of the pod. Greenhouse. We're growing food. That's good. We've got plenty of cooked meals. So I think we just need to go out there. Oh, the scientist hasn't even done his private research yet. Oh, he's working on it. Okay. He's working on it. How many research upgrades we haven't done? Pretty much all the planetary sample ones. Okay. We wasted one on large storage last time. I wouldn't do that again. I'm gonna put the base expansion after his private research, though. Let's go out. I need to go out so I can get a feel for the map and where we're at with it now. So we have already been all over here. All over here. That's the two sides. All right, so we're back to where we can come this way. Through the energy gate. And then there's climbing spots over there. All right, let's come outside the base. Do I have batteries? I have 2 batteries. Okay, so we're gonna lose our charge pretty much immediately because we're gonna go through that barrier. But we have to kill 3 days. And then at the end of the 3 days, we still need to be able to do the whole neutralizing tower thing to actually get out of here. Yeah, up and to the left. Okay. Oh, there's another minerals deep deposit over here. So we could theoretically set up another mineral spot. We don't have all the Illuminator upgrades. I don't think, anyway. No, we don't have any of them. Because we have to get the suit upgrade first. So we need to find a planetary sample. I don't even think we have quick crafting. Good thing we have some drills. Yeah, there's a lot of research that we're missing for sure. Okay, so we're gonna go up and to this side. Oh, great. It's a time warpy one. That's our last battery. Man, I got really used to the new way. Oh, the trees!
Hey, wait. Is that some kind of a projection?
Hollow chip. Holographic chip found in a cargo drop. Perhaps it can be useful for something. Oh, the trees were a hologram.
And they're gone. Safely into my pocket. Let's see if my crew appreciates a relaxing landscape inside the base.
Oh, the trees were fake. The trees were a lie. Actually, kind of entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. But that means that we didn't find the qubit chip up here. Oh. Maybe back away from that thing. Interesting. Hey, little lady, good to see you. Oh no. You got sick. That's not good. Hopefully you feel better soon. Little kids are great for that. Time dilation. We're definitely going to get some radiation here. I don't think there's a way out of this. No, because that doesn't connect. Okay, so we're going through this thing. Which is fine, because we're back at the ship anyway, so it doesn't really matter that we ran through our battery. Research the park with bench module. Oh, so it's going to be a whole separate module we can build. Oh. Right here. I was wondering what that one that was a circle was. A park with a bench where an alter can relax in his free time. I love that. It's gonna make our base too heavy to move, but I still love it. What's the exclamation point? They're in the dormitory. What are you doing?
So, let's hear it. What do you have to say against the solution suggested by Lena?
Oh, okay. This is when they had the little whiteboard out.
Fuck this. This phony discussion club ain't doing it for me.
Huh. Took him longer than I expected.
Oh, this is our whole conversation was about Moby Dick. We're
Sounds
skipping
like
it.
We're gonna be okay.
Because I'm...
Wanna really know? Look where... Fuck. I got it. Okay.
To choose all of our same things. All right, and now we learned his lesson. Perfect. Let's see. So, I wonder what happens if we check on Tabula Rasa at this point. Like, we could just check on him. It does say wait for the meeting and choose the implants.
So,
I'm afraid I might have just messed something up here.
Here it is.
I should have waited till tomorrow morning to do this.
We still need to wait a little for the brain cells to mature fully. How long? They need to be ready for our meeting. We're running out of time.
do you scan the brain for the mutation?
Yes. It's all clear. And the cortex shows no signs of activity, which is good.
What happens then?
We extract the brain tissue, process it according
so
to
he's just
Maxwell's
telling us
formula.
about this
of
whole
course,
thing?
We will have to dispose of the body.
This is when he starts to wake up.
Looks
Gonna
like
get
I-
freaked out about it.
What if it did? Just look. You.
We're having doubts. Okay, so now we have it locked out to where at the meeting we can either choose the implants or choose tabula rasa. So that's good. That's what we wanted. We're gonna choose the implants, but now we have that choice. Let me go down and check on this. So we still need wildly more minerals. We only got 18? What were they doing all day? I'm starting to remember why it took us so many extra days to do this after we chose our decision. Because 160 is crazy for metals and minerals at this stage of the game. Alright, well, I guess we know what we're doing for the next 3 days. Choices Matter games are so good, I agree, little lady. And this is a really good one. Okay, day 50. Is he doing research? Actually working on it? Yeah, okay, he's assigned to it. Botanists in the greenhouse, miners on metals, technicians on minerals, doctors on organics, that's all fine. Okay, so that's good. We are going to do, I guess, more exploration? Well, no, we need to go do workshop is what we need to do. Gotta make sure we're keeping up with our radiation filters, and I need to do, I think this might have been before I set my uphold on batteries. It is. So we want to set the uphold on batteries. I have no organics. Ouch. We want an uphold on drill cartridges and suit batteries. Okay, he finished his private research, which is good. Now we're going to come in here and make him do park with bench after he does base expansion, which will take a couple days. So that is fine. We have somebody working on organics, right? It's still so early that we don't really have any... Actually, you know what? We can do this one. The metals to organics one. And we'll do some ALX to organics. We don't have as many ALX and resources and all that stuff. It's so hard rolling back. It's so hard rolling back. Okay, so now we have 174. That's a great point, Sarah. We should go find some of those research thingies. We have the one that's right here. And we have one over here. Let's go do this one. Hopefully one suit battery is enough. I know, right? Don't waste too much time getting resources if they're just going to steal our stuff anyway. Hoping we can just kind of skip past some of these anomalies. Maybe not these ones. We need to go up. No, it's on this level. Grab this one. And that's painfully long. Okay, I don't remember where this goes. That's one of the big ones. Where am I in relation to my drilling thingy? Up here. Try to run past these. I can recharge at this thing too. It'll take some time out of the day, but I can do it. Hi, friends. Oh, can I not do it because he's working at it? Oh, no, I can't do it because I'm on my battery. You can't do certain things when you have that light in your hands. Okay, so now that we have a fully charged battery again, we want to come back down and see if we can figure out where that thing went. Alright, it goes up there. And to get up there, we need to come over here, which isn't too bad. Yeah, the other side of the map still has some unexplored sections. So there's still, even though we did the tree thing, they're still over here. Now, I thought we did these, which is why I was really thinking the tree section was going to be where that qubit chip was. I'm only assuming that the qubit chip was in this area too. I don't know for sure. Alright, so how do we get up there? Around and up. Around and up will take us over here. We rolled back pretty far on this one, so we do have a lot of exploring to catch up on. I am shocked though. I really truly thought that that was where that chip was going to be. Now we want to go up this one. I do already miss free climbing. We're only at 66 minerals. Come on. There we go. We're so close. We're gonna get more radiation, which is unfortunate. We've got to be close to the end of this. Up one more. Come on. Oh, there it is. Are you kidding? Get all the way up here? Alright, All right, we need to come to minerals and come up this way. I can't forget minerals and then up around the corner. Minerals up around the corner. We followed it the really long way. Minerals up to the left. Because my battery died, so I couldn't actually get it. We finally found it, but I couldn't get it because my battery was dead. Okay, here we go. Scientist wants to talk to us. Wrong dormitory. I really should check the map before I just randomly choose a dormitory to visit.
The easy solution is rarely the... So, did you manage to recreate your lost research?
Yes,
right. This is the check-in on that. Okay, so
may-
we're not going to listen to this all again.
Well
We're just
done.
going to tell him,
Thank you. You'll
Really?
well done,
It's
Wow. It's-
and move on. So you finished your research project. Good job, scientist guy. Who is most upset? Technician is. But honestly, seems a little dumb to even try to make him happy because he hates us either way. But we will spend a moment playing some beer pong with him, giving him just a little boost of joy. Down one more. Was minerals what was killing us last time too? It must have been. $22 hours before we can have the meeting. Let's do the workshop work first.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Yes. Alright, let's increase the uphold on suit batteries. And drill cartridges to both be at least 2. You know what? I want 3 suit batteries. 3. Tabula rasa is in the same 3-day brain cell they're developing timing holds as the chip discussion. So we woke him up officially, but we can't talk to him yet. Okay, minerals up the hill. I gotta do that before I forget. Grab this piece right here. That'll help. Go in the right way. Yes. Should be right here. There it is. This thing out. Planetary sample. Fantastic. This is an empty shallow mineral? Nope, it's full. We're gonna help out on our minerals with this. We're almost to 160. We're 7 short.
We're out of resources. Should I go there instead?
Sure. We have 34 food, so I think we're pretty good for a while. Okay, so let's take a look at the map. We've been all over here. Around there. This section is these 2. This has this. 2 levels of it, really. There's this here too, and then these. All of our infrastructure is on this side of the map. We really need some over here. Let's go back to the base and then up and see if we can find that integral vein. From a research standpoint, the suit upgrade is the one I want. It's going to allow all these other ones for the illuminator range and density that I want. So we're going to start there. Then we're going to quick travel to the ship. Oh, I can't just quick travel there. I got to go to one of these things. Like, wait, why is that not working? Because I can't do that. Go to the mining thingy, then quick travel. It's 5 p.m., so we're not going to get very far. Oh, I want it to be on the outside. We might play all the way to the actual mutiny on this. Oh, my suit's dead. Of course it is. Can't even climb. I think there's a battery charger on this thing. Yeah, there is. That makes it 6:30 though, so we're cutting it close on time again. But yeah, like I was saying, we're not going to get all the way to the end on this. We might not even get all the way to the split to see who actually leaves us. I really just want to see what happens, like how they initially react to it. We'll be able to tell who leaves now that I think about it. We'll be able to tell who's going to leave us just by seeing who's so mad at me that their dialogue is locked. So we don't even technically have to wait for them to really leave. We'll be able to tell. Uh-oh. Got irradiated by that thing. Where's the other one? Right here. Might as well use my suit battery since I just recharged it. And then we will chase down that actual node another time. Okay, 10 hours till the meeting, so it'll be tomorrow morning. We are 1 mineral away from our first tower. Just 1 mineral away. 7:30. Oh, the miner's got a radiation burn. We put him in the infirmary bed. Yep. Then can we put doctor in the infirmary? Maybe that'll help him and actually do something to contribute. That's what I'm most interested in too. I agree, Archer. I want to see what happens to Tabula Rasa. Do we get to wake him up? And if he wakes up, he's got nothing. Like, he's got no memory. Like, it's... Okay, attend the meeting in the kitchen. Here we go. Let's see who hates us.
Okay, people. I wanted to hold this meeting to tell you that, well, we finally might have a cure for your condition. Let's hold off celebrating till we hear it. I just want it to be over. We can use neural implants. It's a safe and efficient solution, but there is a risk, a high risk, in fact, that the corporation will find out about your existence. Well, maybe it's time to man up and confront them about it. Are you for real? All we are to them is a fucking bunch of freaks. better to just kill me than let them implant their junk in my brain. We haven't done anything wrong. Why should we be afraid?
Forgot about the doctor and the botanist. Like, it's been so long since we interacted with them. It's weird having them back.
We have an alternative. A treatment based on healthy brain tissue from a specially created donor. For that purpose, we need to use the tabula rasa you've probably all seen occupy a space in the womb.
And we will all have to live with that for the rest of our sorry lives.
Oh, please. It's just an experiment.
It would also mean trusting a scientist, a man of reason, instead of putting our fate into the hands of an institution which is often governed by chance.
I don't know. I'm all for trust and reason. It's just that there's something so cold-blooded about this. I feel it's a line we shouldn't cross because once we do, there's no going back. Just tell me we're not doing this. We're not taking his brain out. It's sickening.
Let's stop wasting time and get on with it. We knew from the start we weren't born into a fairy tale.
Exactly. We weren't born into a fairy tale. Because we weren't born at all. We were just created to prolong this loser's meaningless life.
Rude.
Truth is, there is no good way out of this mess. The branching was, from the start, it was, Shit. He collapsed. Make way for the doctor.
Is he unconscious? It's getting worse. We need a cure now. What's your call?
Alright, so we're gonna go for the corporate solution and apply the neural implants this time.
I'm putting my money on Lena's idea. Good. I'll gather everyone and inject the neural implants in their heads. Let's hope this works.
Ooh.
Let's see. This should go here.
Ew. Oh, that looks horrible.
Are you okay?
I'm doing the same thing as regular Jan right now.
At least it's not causing me any physical discomfort. And it looks like it didn't kill me. Maybe I underestimated Lena. Great. Maybe in time you'll just be able to forget about it. What's done is done. All that matters now is whether we can continue our mission safely. Time to get the others, I suppose. I'll leave you to it.
Didn't really think about him having to install it in himself. Okay, so this time the minor... Okay, so you've made a choice that will have a strong impact on your relationships. Some approve of your decision, others feel strongly against it. Okay, so this time we are only losing the technician and the minor. I wonder, out of the other options, who else would have hated us for it? You know? Like, somebody else. Up to 4 will leave. Last time we lost 3. This time we'll lose 2. I wonder what everyone else would have chosen.
Hey, man. Good to see you back on your feet. Oh, I feel much better, don't worry. I like Corp Medical's taking good care of me. And when I'm no longer needed, they have a way to put me down quietly now, right?
Hey man, I just saved your life.
So much for gratitude. I thought we had urgent work to do. Why don't we just do it?
At least we'll be going into the next section with more hands on deck.
Hey, how'd it go with the treatment? Good, I suppose. The trick is not to think about it too much. As for the results, well, we'll have to wait, but I guess it's in the hands of Ally Corp Medical now.
Hey, hacker.
You did a great job. It was Lena's idea, but I couldn't have pulled it off without you. Yeah, thanks. I guess we're not such a bad team after all, me and her.
Okay, but like, where is Tabula Rasa? Because he's not in the womb anymore. Oh, wait, maybe he is. Is this him right here? That him? This is him chilling on this bed. I didn't notice that last time. So, the miner's in the infirmary, which is here.
So, how do you feel after the procedure?
Well, the cold sweats stopped, but I couldn't sleep at night. Knowing those fuckers are invigilating us, I can almost see them scheming how to make robots out of us. Or worse, just poison us in our sleep with this thing. How can I be sure I wake up tomorrow? What if this is the last day of my life? Just when I thought everything could change.
They couldn't have killed him. This entire thing was about how bad it would be to murder him. So he can't just be dead up there.
Stop. You're being paranoid. You had a different option. You should have chosen it.
Yeah. You'll be fine. Okay, so we need to assign you to different things. The miner's going back on metals. Minerals, no. Base maintenance is going to go back to technician. Greenhouse is broken, so that's fine. Research lab is good. So botanist can go here. Everybody's got a job to do. The doctor's going to go get enriched metals. And we're going to go get minerals. We'll do a little bit of actual work. Maybe we just have to wait a day or so. That happens a lot in this game. You just have to wait a bit and then the new option will show up. There's got to be a way he wakes up. Alright, so now we can produce one of these.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Yeah. Build the park with a bench module. Okay, we're gonna have to do that too. Hopefully it doesn't take too much minerals. Back to the ship. Here. Build 60 minerals. Okay. It's gonna take all that we have, but we have to do it. Let's put it here off the kitchen. Yeah, we might have to end up taking that out. Hey, Luna's good to see you. We might have to take that out eventually. Aw, some of your alters really enjoy spending time in nature. Those alters will sometimes go to the park in their free time. After a moment of respite, they will get a small emotional boost. Oh, look, they all came in here to hang out. The miner is too angry to talk to us. Oh, this is unfortunate. Wait, wasn't the miner...
Not bad, huh?
Oh.
It really hits all your senses. The sound of the birds chirping in your ears, the summer breeze on your face. Quite the immersive experience. You forgot to mention the stench of mold in the air conditioning.
Listen, technician.
It can't all be perfect, can it? Apparently not. So, I was wondering, how much more did I not know about Mom? What? Well, it seems you got to know her better after our lives separated. I'd love to know what you talked about on that bench. So, this is what it's all about, huh? You just want to sit down and make up for lost time.
Good grief.
That's not the way it works.
He annoys me. He annoys me because there's just no winning. Like, he hates you no matter what.
What do you mean? You don't get to just collect a few nice memories and pretend you lived my life. Made my choices. You chose the easy way back then. You want it easy now. How do you know it was easy? I had my own problems. What if your life was actually easier? You never had to wonder what if. Well, now you know exactly what if. You know she wasn't alone in the end, but that's not enough for you. You're still making it about yourself. Just look at us. Here I am, scared of dying because of your decisions, and all you want is to hear more about Mom. My decisions? Yeah. You created us like this, like some kind of freaks, messing with our brains so much, I mean, it had disaster written all over it. But you preferred not to see it. Even if we do survive, the corporation is going to find out about us, and we are going to get fucked. You're just pretending to care, because you need us to get back to your lousy life. Hey, you can deny it all you want, but I'm still waiting for a reason to believe you've changed. And all I'm seeing is the same guy who left Mom because he was fucking selfish. I don't need to listen to this. You're just lashing out because you're frustrated. With this life, but even more. With the one you had. You know what? Go to hell.
Task completed.
Hey, how do you feel after the procedure? I feel relieved. Now that the choice is made, we can get back to doing our jobs and hope for the best. A clear conscience means peace of mind. Whatever comes next, I'm sure you won't regret it.
So fun that they're all just hanging out in here. I like it. Oh. No, I was trying to talk to the botanist.
So, how do you feel after the procedure?
I feel much better. Those ghastly headaches are gone. It's amazing what Lena did. I mean, she basically cured us from light years away. Whatever happens, everything will be fine. I just know it.
I agree. This background is much nicer for these little talks. Oh yeah, scientist. Maybe this is when he wants to talk to us about,
Hey there. How are you? Still feeling confident about things?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
That sounded
Sure.
confident.
That didn't sound very convincing.
No, it's just that I thought I'd be more happy about completing that old research of mine. But the more I think about it, the less reasons I have to celebrate.
What now?
What I mean is, it's a big success. but
Oh, right.
somewhat-
This is him being upset that he's not going to go back for his
Here I
research
was.
and nobody will
Of
know
course,
who he
it's
is.
just-
But you
and be, but in does it? Look.
This is not new.
More
this
like
is not about tabula rasa.
You see, and I guess I'll no. Okay, yes, that's their our name, whatever.
Okay. Still nothing, huh? All right. They hang out in here. Okay, that's my new favorite thing. Let's go sleep and see if maybe tomorrow. See if maybe tomorrow it's a thing. The altars have gathered in the kitchen. Okay.
So, how are you feeling?
I never thought I'd feel like a cyberpunk clown. Fuck. It was a fucking mistake.
Never any cookies.
Okay. I can see you're disappointed with me. So, you're planning on holding a grudge forever? I don't know. You're the one doing the planning here. All I want is for you to stay away from me. I told you that from the start, didn't I? But you wouldn't listen. Making pierogi, building that park for me, being my fucking pal. What a load of bullshit.
Well, at least he could add that we built a park for him to his list of
Everything will be
complaints.
fine.
How rude. There's no way. We can't just be ignoring Tabula Rasa's presence. We can't just be ignoring him. What are my other optional tasks? Let's see. Build the second Rapidium arc and prepare the feast. That darn feast is never gonna go away. Okay, so it's 8 a.m. Let's take a look at our assignments and our productions. Scientist is in research, which is good. We've got 4 minutes on that, and then we're gonna do illuminator density next. My suit batteries are good. Kitchen is fine. Greenhouse is good. And we don't have anything going in the refinery, so that's that. Where are they assigned to then? There's no sense putting someone in the workshop just for a radiation filter. There's no sense putting anyone in the kitchen. Technician can stay there. Miner. Okay, everyone has a good job, so we are gonna do minerals ourselves again, I think, today. Yeah. Oh. They're in here, bonding over how much they hate us. They have to acknowledge it. They have to. Good night, Kevin. Alright, so our upgraded suit is ready. That's good. That means we'll have 8 battery slots from now on. That will for sure help us around the place. And we have 89, so we're halfway there. I really expected the scientist to want to talk about it. I'm very, very surprised that the scientist has not wanted to talk about it. Let's go do... It's only 8 o'clock. Let's do a movie night. Come on. It's a repeat movie, so they won't get as good of a benefit from it. Has it been a full 3 days since he said to wait? Technically, yes. Because that was the 3-day countdown was that meeting to the choice we had to make. Technically, the tabula rasa conversation was a couple hours off from the countdown on the chips, but it was still the same number of days, so that all got lumped in together. We're 3 days from our next storm. Still nothing. This is so weird. It's a real letdown, honestly. It's a real letdown. Let's do... Our next research going to be... I'm not going to bother with the gym at the moment. So let's do Illuminator range next. Nope, I want to go down one more. Just do the quick workshop shift ourselves. Because now I think we're going to have to make 2 radiation filters. Okay, good. The density's finished. Pop out here. Right, if he's dead up there, they should at least acknowledge it. It's weird that his body's just laying in there.
Hey man, we're running out of storage space.
Oh yeah. We are out of storage space. Yeah, there is an achievement with him. So it's just a matter of trying to figure out what we did. Alright, so moving this thing now costs more money than we have, so we're going to have to address that before we leave. We have 600 metals. We probably just need to stop doing metals for the moment. Doctor's got radiation burns.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Nope, we're going to give you some more research to do. Let's do... density and range level 2. Ten seconds to spare. And back to the base. We gotta stop assigning him to the enriched metals, I think is the thing. We'll move him off of that and put him back on organics. And do we even have a Rapidium one on this map? I don't think we did. We should. We don't have very much Rapidium. Do I have... I do have an extra mining outpost. And some pylons. We should set up a Rapidium thing. We have less than I remember having. Only 87 is not really enough to do the things we need to do. But I don't want him on metals. If anything, we can put him on minerals and we can go do other things tomorrow. Just so I don't forget to do that. Is there anything we do need to make? Nope, nothing cute in here. So we're just gonna go to bed. Normally I'd work till 11, but there's not really anything we have to work on. I wonder if Tabula Rasa just stays there until Act 3. Oh. Due to the save file number limit, the game will soon start to automatically delete the oldest save files. You can choose which saves should never be deleted by securing save. Okay. That's fine at this point. Alright, so if we assign him to metals...
Fucked up world we live in, huh?
I guess we are on exploration again. So let's go out. Where is the Rapidium here? Right here. Or right here. Let's put it on this side. We don't have anything out here already. So we need to go up to this one. Wrong direction. We need to go this way. I still need to find those research thingies too. That needs to happen. Are we in the thing? No, it's up to this side. We gotta find it before we can do anything else. Okay, that was a little faster. Still not as fast as we're used to, but that's okay. The scientist is researching the next levels on the Luminator density and range. Oh, I went right past it. Of course I did. Okay, we're gonna mine this Rapidium right here. And then go down there and do the planetary thing. Come on. That one had more than one core. One of those weird ones. Get this thing. A lot of them over here. Ah, okay. Didn't know there was one to that side of me. Nope. Alright, that was a lot of radiation. We might have to retreat on this one. Come back to find this later. Let's go back and see if we can actually set up this mining outpost before I die. So we want to go up this way. Oh yeah, look, I started to do it. Started to do it and didn't finish. This is the time time dilation one. Where is the core? There it is. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we can build the mining outpost here. And then just need to pylon it over to probably this way, and there is the easiest way to do that. Which is not that way, this way. It's this way. All right, let's hop up here. I wonder if it will reach from there. Doesn't seem like it will. It seems way too high.
We're out of resources. Should I go there instead?
Sure. Ooh. And there we go. Okay, perfect. Now we have rubidium mining here again. What we really need is to start thinking about our organics. Come on, where's the... There it is. Nope, there it is. You gotta get it just right. Let's get home, and then I need to assess the base expansion, because we researched that 200 minerals. 200 minerals. We could do it with like one more day of mineral collection. Right now I have enough minerals that I could make that second thingy so we could move on. Because I'm starting to wonder if the lock on Tabula Rasa isn't just the fact that we're still here, you know? I'm wondering if we have to move on. Let's turn a bunch of this into organics. We're gonna need a full thing of organics in order to move on at the end. No, we can't refine anything to minerals without going and researching it. Alters are arguing in the social room.
We don't want you in here.
Oh! They're turning on him.
Fine. Rot in there, you bastards.
They're fighting amongst themselves, too. I am rushing this a bit. Like, I know we haven't found all the things on the map yet. We're gonna have a radiation storm here. But I just want to see what happens with this. We're not going to play all the way through Act 3 again to see the real ending. My attention span is just not that good. The doctor wants to talk to us in the social room. Let's see what that's about.
Hey, man. I noticed you've been down lately. Well, nobody can be happy all the time. No, but, I'd like to help. What do you normally do to feel better? I have a pile of books that always help me set my mind to something pleasant. Ironic as it may be, some of my favorite stories take place on distant planets.
This is new. We couldn't talk to him anymore the last time. We wanted to have this conversation, but it was locked because he hated us.
A fan of science fiction. Yeah, I bet you could compare reading lists with the scientist. Huh. Yeah, I wonder if he is a reader. Oh, it don't really matter. I'm not much of a talker anyway. I prefer to keep to myself.
So on that note, let's do assignments real quick. So I'm going to do workshop. Research is fine. Greenhouse is good. You're on minerals. You're on organics. I'm actually going to move technician over to rupidium and get him mining that a bit. We have 159 now. It's not crazy bad. And I am going to go to the workshop, make this radiation filter, and then we have a magnetic storm tomorrow. So we need to up our...
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Nope, we need new researches then. Let's do increased ALX recovery rate and then quick crafting. And then we are going to make 3 more radiation filters. Let's make 4. And then 4 more repair kits. See how much of that I can get done in this day. You don't need the repair kits nearly as much, but I think this is before we built... Oh no, we do have the radiation repulsor. Okay, that's good. That's gonna help. We already have the radiation repulsor. Some of them gathered in the command room.
What about the anomalies?
Quiet.
See, this is them going over the map. This is the beginning of their attempts to leave us. Wait, is it broken? It's close to broken. All right. We'll get started on this repair work. In the morning, we'll have to reassess everybody's assignments because it will be coming up on the storm. And we can craft the second tower. We should have the resources for it. Yeah, we have the resources for it now for sure. We have 5 hours to go. Finish making these. And of course the workshop is like the first thing to fail. Okay, so assignments, base maintenance, technician, and miner. Doctor, you're on the kitchen. You're good at that. You're in the research, you're in greenhouse, that's perfect. I am going to work on fixing this for myself. So, are we really that bad off? What's our store? Okay, we still have 3 repair kits and 7 radiation filters. How does it feel like things really went south so fast? Anomaly shield and... Only shield 2. Okay. Now let's queue up the next tower. We could try that to make another altar and see if it would like boot Tabula Rasa out of the room. He's not up on the actual womb bed anymore, so it probably wouldn't matter. Okay, we still have this full day in this magnetic storm. Which is fine, because we'll just get back in here. Now we've finished that. We have to place them on both sides of the canyon. Alright, what are we doing? Kitchen, greenhouse. There's really nothing going on in the kitchen, but we already have both base maintenances filled. Should let the doctor just go hang out in the contemplation room. I'm chilling there. He deserves a break. I'm not sure if a new altar would join the rebellion. If we brought in the refiner again, the refiner was on the same side as the doctor and the botanist, so we could technically bring in the refiner and have it be okay. He would side with us already. 8 a.m. What am I gonna do? Let's go down to the refinery. That's something that I can work on. I'm gonna do all of the ALX here. Okay, so now we have 700 organics technically, which means we are ready to move.
Okay, I'm done. I can do this now.
Yeah, no. How about you don't?
Is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs?
Nope, because we can't do any more anyway. Alright, here go the failures, so everyone can stay on maintenance. I am very confused about the guard's purpose. It's an interesting question. Like, what good does it do? What circumstance would they need to be kept under guard in there? Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so last time it didn't matter, but this time to bring in a new person, we need a chip. So every new person also gets a chip. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I'm just gonna go to bed. Let's just skip this day. I think we did that last time too, but I can't really do anything. Okay, so the sun is dangerously close. We've got to go install those towers. New intro vein. Nobody has anything to say to us that's willing to talk to us. Let's queue up. Let's do ALX to metals. And let's do efficient food. And we are going to go out and install these things. So first up, we want to go up to this one. It's the easier one to get to. Okay, we have the anomaly shield. No, we need to be this way. Right, so now all these things are going to be back. They're back everywhere again. Be ready for that. Which is good because it's annoying, but we've used up all of our ALX resources. Alright, we want to go up this next one, and then it's just a straight shot from there. Wait, what? How did I skip it? Oh, it's right there. It's a really big one. That's how I skipped it. That's how I skipped it. Shouldn't run. If I run, I can't see if there's any things, although I could rely on my suit alarm. Oh, there's... Okay, hold on. Come on. There we go. Wasn't expecting 3 of them. We have quick crafting again though too, so I can always make new batteries now on the fly, which is good. There's your core. One of them.
Okay, this looks like a good spot for the tower.
Tower. There we go.
Yeah, need to build it on the other side.
Okay. It's only 9 a.m. We could probably do that today. Come on. Here we go.
Okay, I'm done. I can do this now.
Yes. Minerals outpost. Perfect. Good idea. Actually, that reminds me we should do everyone's assignments over. You're good. Kitchen's fine. You're good in the greenhouse. You're good. We still have a lot of metals. So minerals is good. Let's do organics. No, that's a waste. That is a waste. Let's do rupidium. Botanist can go there. We're gonna go into production and clear out. Actually, you know what? No, I changed my mind. Let's put the botanist back in the greenhouse. Let him finish that. It's so close to being done. It's so close to being done. Shield recharge takes minerals, so we're not gonna mess with that. Oh, hey, there's the thing. Oh no, that's rupidium. Thought it was one of those research thingies. Really, really curious if I've missed a trigger or if it's just going to Act 3. This next one is the one that the path is always confusing to me. So we need to go up and then right to the right. Yeah, up and then up that one. No, skip these guys. And these guys. We're bobbing and weaving. I have charges. But there's a lot of climbing we're about to do. We want to go... this way. This side in particular. So confusing. Oh, come on. Now we're up here. And now We want to go up here. To that one. Right there. That's the thingy. That's a research one over there. So from here, now it's up and around the corner. Yeah, just keep following this around. Past the truck. And then we're gonna have to go home and delete something off the base so that we have enough organics to move the base. Because I think that's gonna be more attainable than the alternative. Now, the number of people we're gonna be left with is only 3. So I'll probably delete a dormitory since we already know that we're gonna be losing 2 people. Battery's already dead anyway, which makes it perfect timing for this. And now we need to go straight up to the right.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Yes. Yeah, contemplation room would be a good one too. You're right. No one uses it. This goes here. Perfect. Okay, make sure you have enough organics. I wish you could just jump from here. It'd be wildly convenient. Alright, let's get home. Technically, we really just have to get to... our mining outpost. Might be closer than running all the way to the base, but we'll see. Travel pylons would work in theory, but I'd still have to connect them back to the base, which is really far down, so I don't think it would connect. I could have tried it while I was over there. Yeah, like getting down to that one seems like it's faster than going all the way home. Come on. Give me the spot. Sweet spot. There we go. There we go. Is it deep into Act 3, do you think? Because if it is, we're not going to be able to see it. Okay, and here... we're going to get rid of this. Which brings us to 688. I have 646 in organics, or 656 right now. I could also get rid of 1 small storage. Drop by 120. Okay. Now we need to go into production and clear any upholds that take organics. Which is what? Suit batteries. And radiation filters? Yes. There we go. All right, so we just need like the tiniest bit more, which I can go do in the refinery. And then assign 4 altars to the towers. So we are going to go doctor and scientist on this one, miner and botanist on this one. Technician's not even supposed to be there. Use the gravity sensor and leave the canyon. Okay, so I need to get myself back out there again. I hate that one. Because we established I had to go to the gravity sensor, which was that thingy over there, right? Now, I just did this. So let's see if I can manage to get my way back there. Skipping a lot of these. We bobbed and weaved through them the last time. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Alright. Oh, we don't even have any recharges. Pretty sure that just put me under where I need to be to move, but maybe not. I'm gonna need another one. Can we make the technician work in the refinery? Will he do that for a little bit? And then put him in there. Where is the refinery? There it is. Yeah, that doesn't mess with those 4. Hopefully he'll process that through, because I'm going to go through that barrier, which means I'm going to need another battery to recharge myself after I go through that barrier. Nope, it's this way. Here we go. Here's the truck. And then we're going to go here. It might be small climbs, though. I might be able to do it without battery. Can't remember now. Yeah, this doesn't take battery. Okay, we're good then. Alright, there's everybody. I need to do this one and start the journey. Yeah, the doctor didn't do the feast. Yeah, we have the space for it. Yeah. Okay. I know, the feast is a lie.
Worked. We can get out of here.
Except... Bum, bum, bum.
I'm sorry, hon.
Rebellion. Journey 3.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Bedtime's over.
What happened?
Do you know where you are? Who you are?
Please. Of course I
Yep.
remember. I mean,
Chest.
Careful.
Heavy blow.
Yeah. Yes. Apparently, some of us were unable to come to terms with your decisions.
They
Filling
took
it up
the
with stolen supplies.
stolen
And then, when the
supplies.
time came, and they took off.
Okay, so far this has not changed.
With our supplies, and you... No. That blow caught you off balance. You fell and punctured your helmet. Luckily, we had some... But after the injection, you just turned blue. Of course. Yes. Well,
Right, this is when he
someone-
had to call
of course,
Lena.
I guess he was too... You. Yes.
And we're lost.
The navigation system. We've been... I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's...
Yep.
Is there no... I mean...
Base is falling
sure.
apart.
With all the time we need to stop... Oh. What? Tabula rasa.
Oh, here we go.
While I was busy tending to you, he missed his dose of sedative and... Well, he woke up. So, don't be surprised to find him rummaging for food in the kitchen or making a mess in the storage. He's a little out of control. Like everything at the moment. Okay, so what do we do? I was hoping things would change when you woke up, but I suppose it's gonna take more than that. And I was hoping you'd be a little more helpful, you know? Not so eager to step up now when things have gone to shit, huh? You're the one who's led us here. It's your bullet to bite. Bullet? What bullet? What are you talking about? I didn't want to stress you immediately after you woke up, but there is something you should hear. Some messages in the comms room.
Yep, comms room messages. Got it. Okay. Cleaning up the mess. Oh, look! Tabula Rasa's in the kitchen. He shows up. Oh, he's in the park with a bench. Okay.
Hello there.
Does he look like a caveman?
Do you know who you are? Your name? Do you know your name? Jan. Yeah. Me? Jan. You? Jan. Jan.
Aw.
Yeah, great. So, what next? Yeah. This'll be fun.
Unexpected member stays with the crew.
So, you stayed. I appreciate that. And you're awake, at last. You'd better think of something quick. We're nowhere near finding our way out of this sandstorm.
It's funny because now we have another mouth to feed, although we do seem to have more food. Actually, am I crazy, or overall, do we just have better resources? Over 100 metal still, 123 minerals, 7 food, well, 8 raw food, 9 cooked food. I just feel like we're in a better place. Only 58 organics, but we were pretty much out of organics on the run anyway, so not that shocking. It just feels like we're in a better place, but yeah, maybe it's just because less people ran away. That's gotta be it. So I don't think we need to listen to all the calls again. Like I said, we're not going to play all the way through Act 3 a second time, especially since I definitely rushed that ending, so we'll be even further behind on our research. This was just a test to see what happened, what the dialogue was, who would end up leaving us instead, and if Tabula Rasa actually did wake up and join the crew. So there's still a lot unanswered here. Like, I'm not sure what happens to him as you play through Act 3. At some point, I might play this again just to fully, from the start, play through some of these other choices that I made instead of kind of rushing through just to see what they were. And then, of course, there is supposedly a DLC that's going to come to this. I'm really curious how they're going to work in DLC content to this game, because it seems like we'd have to go outside this main story. So maybe after he's back, or something to do with if the rebels stay, but the rebels can join the crew again, so that might not make sense. Not sure. Anyway, I loved this game. I loved this game a lot. It had a really good story. I liked the gameplay balance of like the modular base building, which is totally my vibe, and resource management, and keeping them all happy, and it was a really good balance for me. I liked it a lot. It was definitely worth it. I'm glad we played it. And we will probably be back to it in the future. But for now, we are going to be done with this. So I will be back on, what is today, Sunday? It's Tuesday. Tuesday night, and I will be updating the Discord when I decide what to do next. I think I've got a couple ideas of random stuff I want to do, but we're going to switch to something else as a playthrough. So keep an eye on the Discord, because that is where I will update it first. Otherwise, the streams do get put up on YouTube on the day of. So if you enjoyed tonight's stream and you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And until then, have a good one, everybody.